Welcome to the second part of the tutorial, pertaining to the protocol officer. At the end of the first part, we asked the question, can an even better solution be found? The question was in reference to the amount of time it takes to confer and revoke member titles. Ideally, as discussed, two separate accounts need to be running, one is the PO account fixed on the titles page, and the other monitoring the chat channel, where requests from members are placed. Smaller issues that would occur with the solutions discussed would be the loss of members' requests, due to large numbers of messages being posted to the channel. The PO is using the channel to monitor for events that affect title requests and completion messages. It is not impossible for member title requests to have scrolled off the top of the screen before the PO even has chance to read them. Trust me when I say, it can be very exhausting. There needs to be a distinct separation between the channel in which members request titles and let the PO know they have been used, and the channel the PO is monitoring. So, in summary, we need to have the protocol officer logged into the game, and stationed on the titles page, and two separate channels, one for requests and completions, and the other for the PO. This is not possible to achieve if we use a browser version of the game logged into a separate account. But, if we use an independent piece of software through which member requests could be serviced, and specifically have the ability to have both public and private chat channels, all issues raised thus far could be satisfied. Discord is such a piece of software that can do that for us. It can be run on basically all devices, such as PCs, Macs, notebooks, tablets, and phones such as iPhone and Android. The thing that makes it further appealing is that it supports a feature called a bot. A piece of software written to interface with Discord, permitting everything that a human being could do. Introducing the Kingdom Title Manager, a bot written by myself for the Kingdom to assist in protocol officer activities. Members issue requests for titles and inform on completions, on a public Discord channel. The protocol officer handles these requests on a private channel. Using this approach, leaves the protocol officer isolated from chit-chat in the public request channel. All member title requests are placed onto one of the three queues, namely, Chief Builder, Grand Maester and Master of Whisperers. These queues are processed by the protocol officer on a first-in first-out basis. Let's look at how all of this is going to work in Discord. Remember that the actual conferring and revoking of titles remains 100% in the game itself. There are two channels set up within the Discord Kingdom server, a public channel named PO Requests, and a private channel named PO Channel. The PO Request channel is where members ask for titles, and inform of completions. The PO channel is where the protocol officer resides, satisfying requests and completions from members. The PO cannot see any messages other than those that are pertinent to their duties. We shall consider the PO channel first of all. The PO must type the plus sign followed by the enter key to gain exclusive rights to being the active protocol officer as far as Discord is concerned. This does not, however, log them onto the in-game PO account. That may be active due to a member not playing by the rules. This may happen for a brief period whilst PO officers get to grips with the new system when it goes live. If another protocol officer is currently active, the PO requesting the position is informed of this fact, and does not become the active PO. The Kingdom Title Manager bot provides a command which will permit the active protocol officer the ability to transfer the position to a requesting PO officer should they choose to. A message is sent to the request channel informing them that the PO has just logged in. They cannot start requesting titles until the PO has logged onto the in-game Protocol Officer account and got to the titles page within King's Landing. The PO is now ready to start receiving requests from the members. They must type O+ followed by the Enter key. A message is sent to the request channel informing them that the queues are now open. When a member requests a title, and the PO isn't busy with an existing member's request of this type, this is the message received. The PO will confer the Chief Builder title on the in-game titles page to the member. They will then type B+ followed by the Enter key. That will send a message to the PO request channel informing the member that they now have the title. A timer is started, giving the member time to switch to the game and start the construction. If the timer expires, the PO is told to revoke the title, and the requesting member is also informed. This is to be fair to all members in that queue, waiting for the title. When the member has finished with the title, the PO will receive a message just like this. They will press the minus button on the in-game titles page, next to the title that was allocated to that member. They will then return to Discord and type B- followed by the Enter key. If there is another request in the queue of this type, the PO officer will be requested to allocate that title to that member. Before we continue, there are just a few things that need to be said. The text highlighted determines the response the PO must give after assigning the title in the game. In this example, the PO responded with B+. If the text highlighted had said Grand Maester, then the PO would have responded with R+. If the text highlighted had said Master of Whisperers, then the PO would have responded with T+. The name highlighted would of course be the name of the member that has made the request. Let's assume that the protocol officer has decided that they need to end their session. Just logging off as PO, both in-game and in Discord, would not be fair on those members who have queued requests waiting to be actioned. In the times when I have been PO, and not using a Discord bot, yes, there is at least one other out there, the general approach was to give a 5 or 10 minute warning. Often, members would still be making requests and would get somewhat irate because the warning message had scrolled out of view and the PO appeared to have just logged off. The Kingdom Title Manager provides the PO with a command that closes the queues, and gives them the chance to process those requests that are in the queue. As each of the queues does not have a limit to the number of queued entries that can be contained, a throttleback mode is featured on an individual queue once it reaches a certain size. This throttleback procedure does not stop the member request from being added to the queue. It implements a waiting period before the request is actually queued. The PO can issue an O- command followed by the Enter key to close the queues, giving them chance to clear the already queued requests. Once the command has been issued, no more member requests can be queued. Providing all the queues are empty, the PO can issue a - command to log off Discord as a protocol officer. If there are still items in the queue, they cannot log off. A message is sent to the PO requests channel informing them that the PO has logged off. Providing all the queues are empty, the PO can issue a - command to log off Discord as protocol officer. If there are still items in the queue, they cannot log off. A message is sent to the PO requests channel informing them that the PO has logged off. We are now going to look at the PO request channel, and the messages that appear there. When the PO logs into the Discord PO channel, the first of these messages are received. There will normally then go a short period of time before the second message is received. Members are now allowed to request titles for their accounts. Messages are queued in the order they are received, and will be processed first in first out by the PO. The member would like to start a building construction, so they type B+ followed by the Enter key. That is requesting the Chief Builder title. This sends a message to the PO building queue. If the member would like to start a research, they would type R+ followed by the Enter key. That is requesting the Grand Maester title. If the member would like to start troop training, they would type T+ followed by the Enter key. That is requesting the Master of Whisperers title. The member may see a banner run across the top of the screen in the game. The member will see a message confirming the fact that they have had the title conferred to them. They have 2 minutes to use the buff associated with the title, before it is automatically revoked. If they are informed that the title has been revoked, they will have to request the title one more time, remembering that the request is placed at the back of the queue. Once the active member has started the construction, research or troop training, they must type B-, R-, or T- respectively. That informs the PO that the title can be revoked and is available to the next member in the queue. The member will see a message confirming that the title has been revoked. That member can now issue a new request for a title, remembering that the request is placed at the back of the corresponding queue. There are times when a member may require a title request for an alternate account. To do this, the member must type the title being requested as they would do for their main account, followed by a colon and then the name of the alternate account. The member may see a banner run across the top of the screen in the game. The member will see a message confirming the fact that they have had the title conferred to them. They have 2 minutes to use the buff associated with the title, before it is automatically revoked. If they are informed that the title has been revoked, they will have to request the title one more time using the same format, remembering that the request is placed at the back of the queue. Once the active member has started the construction, research or troop training, they must type B-, R-, or T- respectively. In exactly the same way they would do for their main account. That informs the PO that the title can be revoked and is available to the next member in the queue. The member will see a message confirming that the title has been revoked. That member can now issue a new request for a title, remembering that the request is placed at the back of the corresponding queue. The first of the last 2 messages is received prior to the PO going offline. The last message informs the PO request channel that the PO has logged off. There may go some time before the second message is seen, as the PO has got to clear the pending requests in each of the 3 queues before they can log off. Finally, there are a number of additional commands that can be issued for both the PO channel and PO requests channel. Both channels support the !V command. This command will display the current version of the Kingdom Title Manager bot. Both channels support the !H command. This command will display the help commands that are available on the channel from which the command is issued. Both channels support the !B command. This command will display a list of the queued items currently on the Chief Builder queue. Both channels support the !R command. This command will display a list of the queued items currently on the Grand Maester queue. Both channels support the !T command. This command will display a list of the queued items currently on the Master of Whisperer queue. Please check the software updates channel from time to time, to keep up to date with any developments. Finally, please add any comments you have to these tutorials, future tutorials, issues, and suggestions in the comments channel, found under the PO Stuff category. Thank you for watching, until the next tutorial.